Good morning, welcome from Noosa and welcome back to the channel. It's so lovely to see you guys here. This has been a long awaited video, I feel like, for a lot of people and myself. I thought I'd spend time today just catching you guys up on what I've been up to for the past 2 weeks since arriving here. I'm currently overlooking Doggy Beach, which is one of my favourite areas of Noosa since moving here. I miss Milton terribly, and going and watching all the dogs play there has just been such like a healing and happy place. I even saw a long-haired sausage dog there the other day, and so that brought me so much joy. So I thought no better place for me to come this morning than sat with the scenery behind me. So we're currently sat out on the split, and literally that way is Doggy Beach, so I get to have a look at all the dogs playing whilst I'm recording this. So I thought I would walk you guys through what I've been up to for the past 2 weeks since getting here, my thoughts, feelings, reflections, things that have been more difficult, things that have been really great, and also some of the future plans for this space, as I feel like a lot of people have joined for the journey of me moving over here, and that part of the process is kind of done now. And although I'm still learning a lot of stuff and recording a lot of new experiences and reactions to things which I'm sure people will find interesting, that main part of the channel's kind of finished now and we're going on to a new chapter. So I thought I would maybe explain a little bit more about that, what my intentions are, and hopefully give you guys a bit of an idea of what you're in for. And by this point, obviously my move-in video's up too. I also have a day in the life, like job hunting and stuff like that, going up as well. That'll be coming up in about 2 days time from posting this, which hopefully will be really interesting for people to watch and seeing how I'm settling in. But I thought I'd publish this one first because, you know, today marks 2 weeks since I've moved here, and I thought this would probably be a good opportunity to record that. However, I thought I'd quickly do a little bit of a reflection on how I've been thinking and feeling since moving. Moving from England to Australia was an incredibly tough and hard decision. If you've seen my previous video where I was talking about moving here, I think you'll have a bit more context to that, but I can't lie, it was really scary, and moving here has only just reminded me why I wanted to take that leap and how much it's paid off. This has all been so out of my comfort zone, and you know, with that comes a lot of excitement and anxiety, and so I think the people that have been so welcoming here have just really helped me feel so settled and confident in my decision. Being surrounded by such beautiful nature, having all of this on my doorstep has just only emphasised this was completely the right decision for me and more aligns with my values and my lifestyle more than I did back home in the UK. So I'm incredibly proud of myself, if I'm allowed to say that, of taking the plunge and doing the move here, and I really couldn't have done that without everybody else's support. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who's been in my comment section, cheerleading, leaving such positive comments. I read pretty much every single one and I try and respond to all of them, but I just wanted to say a massive thank you. All of it means a lot, and I really did not expect anyone to be that interested in my silly little videos. So the fact at the time of recording there's like 600 people, I can't even envision 600 people stood in front of me wanting to listen to me talk. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. I should be able to put this into words, but I can't really find the words to explain how grateful I am for that. So thank you, and thank you for coming along for the journey as well. The first week I was here, I didn't record much of my time here. You know, I know a lot of people would have really wanted to see my reactions to seeing things for the first time and stuff like that, but I really wanted to be present and also taking everything in, not through a camera lens. I think it was really important in part of, you know, me connecting with people here, and if I was walking around holding a camera and focusing on that, I don't think I would have been as approachable as I have been without it. Hopefully there's still going to be a lot of experiences, me showing you guys a lot of stuff that I haven't seen yet, and you know, I've only seen some of the stuff or been to some of the places once, so going back and revisiting them will be super good. I met a lovely girl called Brianne. She's also from the UK and she lives in Melbourne, but she was here on holiday, so we got along so well. It felt like we had known each other for years, I'm not even kidding, and just such a gorgeous soul. And it was wonderful because it meant that everything that I wanted to do here in my first week of moving here, like all the more touristy stuff, trying out a few restaurants, cafes, bars and that thing, we went and did it all together, and we pretty much were joined at the hip like Velcro. We were just attached. And I'm really sad that she's gone, but so grateful she was here. Really helped me feel like I had someone to explore all of the space with, feel brave enough to make some mistakes and try some stuff maybe I wouldn't have tried on my own. So we went and tried loads of restaurants, we went and hiked around Noosa Heads, we saw a baby whale and a mama whale, which was so adorable, and we went and had like a long walk on the beach and chats like that, watched all the surfers. Also went to the Amundi markets. I'm definitely going back there to record a video for everybody because it was such a wonderful experience and want to spend a bit longer. But I got this necklace from the markets there from a jeweler, so that's a little bit of the trip that I carry with me, and Brianne has a really similar one, so we're kind of coordinating now, which is very sweet. We also, as Brianne had a hire car, went to Australia Zoo, so that was crazy, and the whole Irwin family was there after coming back from a trip recently, so that was a really big surprise, and just incredible to see all of that native wildlife being conserved and used to like educate. You know, it's really handy for someone like me who hasn't had much knowledge of these animals, like going here, learning more about their natural habitats, their environment. I mean, I've seen snakes in the wild, I've seen monitors since hiking through the headlands here, and you know, learning more about them and knowing how to respect them and more about them has only just made me more grateful to see them in their natural habitat, and so that was super fun. And obviously my new housemate moved in, his name's Rish, and he also films YouTube videos, TikToks and that kind of stuff. We only really found out when we moved in properly together that we both did it, so it's kind of nice to have that, but also have a feeling we might become one of those really intolerable YouTuber houses, just not as famous as those people that tend to live in them. But yeah, he's very sweet, 26 from the UK, so very nice to have another British person kind of exploring and doing similar things to me. Super into Pilates and walking and coffee, so again, we're on a similar wavelength and style of living, which just makes living together so easy and just chilled. But yeah, super nice to have someone to share the space with and have it feel a bit more like a home. Regarding my job hunt, although I obviously put up a video talking about finding a job here in person, I wanted to make sure I had a part-time job so I could integrate into the community here, and I actually have a trial shift later this evening, which will be super good. But I have been applying for remote roles or hybrid or other roles in Brisbane with creative companies, which will be really, really nice. Sorry, there's a little bug on the camera, so I'm gonna try and get him off. Excuse me. I've been really busy. I've been spending a lot of my time after Brianne's left, sat out on the balcony, walking in the morning, the evening, eating my body weight in yochi, not gonna lie, going to yoga, going to Pilates. It's just been a really peaceful and healing time. I should probably go into this, and it's not something I normally would share. One of the really big reasons why I've moved here was because I really wanted to prioritize my personal growth, my healing. Obviously this was a new challenge coming here in itself, but I wanted to move to an environment that would better support my mental health and the practices that I find really helpful, such as walking and eating really well. The lifestyle here and the fact that everyone else is doing it around me is really already helped boost it. The sunshine massively has helped improve it too. I'm really grateful I've moved somewhere that really embraces that. I think one of the things that I did want to mention is that I feel like when I've gone back and edited some of those earlier videos, there's been quite a gap between when I uploaded my video talking about moving to Australia to when I actually got here. For a bit of context, and I'm not going to go into in depth, I had an incident that was quite traumatic happen, but it's meant that the whole trip here, being here and, you know, being present, being able to come out and walk on the beach like watchdogs on the water and go and do all those practices. Noosa has just been such a healing and happy place for me, and has really helped me process and work through a lot of that trauma. Again, something I'll never go into, but I wanted to flag it in case, you know, anyone maybe noticed that things weren't entirely like normal. I think Noosa's going to hold a really special place in my heart because I really do feel like it's helped me coming into a new environment, having new intentions, having new routines has really helped me process and work through that as well. And even the small amount of friends I've made here already have been so supportive when I've spoken to them about it. My family back home, super supportive. I couldn't be any more grateful for the support network. Oh my goodness, I don't know what it is with the mosquitoes around here, they're just loving it. Normally mosquitoes don't like me, so excuse me. I don't like to harm animals either, so I'm just trying to brush them away. So yeah, like off the back of that, so when I started this channel, most importantly, it was a way for me to document my experience of moving here, and for all my friends, family, ex-colleagues and stuff to have an accessible way of seeing what I'm up to. And it also gave me a new creative hobby, as I felt very burnt out from my previous job and wanted to start doing something that I've like really enjoyed watching YouTube all of my life, and I thought this just might be a really good time period for me to document and, you know, have something to look back on, and I've really enjoyed doing it. Friends and family love watching it. They love feeling a bit more connected through the screen. Of course, I like FaceTime them and send them messages and stuff. However, there's something a bit different to like sharing these experiences you're going through and letting them see everything I'm getting to see and experience, and hopefully recording some of my reactions to things as well. And that was my main reason for starting. However, I did not expect this many people to be this invested in my journey. I definitely have taken a step back to think about what I actually really want from this space, as obviously my whole process of moving here, that primary part of it is finished now. Obviously we're going to be exploring Noosa, doing all of that kind of stuff and documenting my time here in Australia, and that's going to be hopefully really interesting for people to watch, and I hope people are happy to come along for the journey. But I also wanted to take a bit of time to talk about a bit about my ethos, what I really want this space and community to kind of hopefully become. I've definitely found a lot of the content I've watched on YouTube has been either like for escapism, so like, you know, learning about things or seeing other people's lifestyles, but also I found I've learned a lot from other people about their lifestyle habits, anything that's really helped them, you know, live a happier, fuller, mentally well life. And part of what I wanted to produce here was a few videos going through any of the practices, any of the experiences that I've had that have only helped me have better mental and physical health. And I really wanted to take some time out in a few videos to basically go through that. And by no means am I a medical professional. I feel like luckily I have quite an audience at the moment. I mean, 600 people, not grand in the big scheme of things, but I really do want to create a space and a community where, you know, people that have busy minds have people here that they feel understood by, and hopefully maybe some of my experiences and the habits that I have that have really helped me manage my own busy mind might be helpful to other people. And I thought if I have an audience of people, I at least want to, you know, as well as it's all fun and good for me to produce these fun videos, and that's the primary reason, probably the primary stuff I'll upload. I do feel like I want to embrace having access to, you know, so many faces to just share the word of things that have helped me. And I'm not saying that will work for everybody, I'm not even saying I'm correct, but, you know, if it even helps one person or one person feel a bit more understood, or might help someone's life just improve by 2%, that's so worth it to me. It means that this channel's so much more than just a fun little silly way of me documenting my life, and I really hope to bring value and a community to people. Sorry, I'm being distracted by a bush turkey, and I get so freaked out by them. Not freaked out, but they're just very weird, and they're so comfortable coming close to people. But yeah, anyways, that's probably a good segue of me to stop faffing and talking about it. But either way, as the channel grows and, you know, reflecting on the purpose of my life and what I want to share, I think that's the direction I want things to go in. One of the things I wanted to talk through too was what videos I have planned in the future. So obviously moving to Noosa, there are so many good coffee shops, restaurants, bars, little markets, places to go. I definitely want to document all of my favourite spots, hopefully do a few videos going through all of those experiences, and hopefully that will be super interesting for people to see. So I'm going to have a few videos like that going out. I'm hoping to, you know, try some new hobbies. I don't know if you can see over here all the people rowing and stuff. I'm really hoping that I can pick up surfing or trying some new skills, new hobbies. I would love to pick up pottery and maybe jewelry making, or, you know, maybe like joining a hiking group. I really want to go out and experience all of that and document it too, so hopefully that will be exciting. I have some longer term travel plans too that I want to do, so obviously Fraser Island, Whitsundays, the Noosa Everglades, like for a start, let alone going out of Australia to New Zealand, Bali, and that kind of stuff. So for everyone who's interested in travel content, that's definitely going to be coming in the next few months when I've got a bit more savings behind me and stuff. So I feel like this is definitely going to be an encapsulation of my life, and for anyone who's interested, hopefully you'll want to stick around and watch it. Totally respectable if you don't, if you're like kind of done with this part of me moving over here. But I am very grateful to have you all here, and most importantly, I always love to read your comments if there's anything specific you want me to go and record or you want me to go and experience. I mean, I had someone comment that they want me to try Australian wines. Say no more. I'm gonna do a whole video going through trying loads of different Australian wines and hopefully promote a lot of small independent businesses here. I really want this to become a space where, you know, I'm uplifting other people and smaller businesses, and I would like to, you know, not support chains and big corporations in that sense whilst I'm here in a local community. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting. I think that's enough yapping for one morning. I have not had a coffee yet and I desperately need to go get one, but I think I'm gonna go and get an acai bowl. I've not had one yet since moving here, so I thought a little bit of bonus footage, you know, get to experience something with me that I haven't done for the first time, and we'll go do that. And I've got a busy day ahead. So I just want to say, honestly, I can't thank you enough for all the kind comments, the likes, the DMs I've gotten from everybody. It's been so appreciated. It's been so lovely to get my creative spark back. After feeling a bit burnt out, it's just been refreshing to reconnect with this part of myself, and refreshing to see that there's maybe some people who appreciate it too. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.